throw on second down. Lawrence steps away to his left, and that'll be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Off the play fake. Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Lawrence drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete to open things up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson now throwing again. Flush to his right. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second down, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
14. Let's go, 14. Gun.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to drop him for a loss of 4. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the shotgun, Wilson flushed down right, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Gun. 14.
Now Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. They've got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
No, Jack, Patriot! Watch him now, Barney! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And Justin Coleman brings him down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's go get it right here. Come on.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season. tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first down, this is Geis, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Braxton Miller, 50 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Watching that Marty, Marty. Watching that Marty, Marty. Over. Gone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Watch it now, Barney.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And now running right through it. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Play action. Lawrence. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Saints on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Over!
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Zebra.
They go play action now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He hits Baldwin right side. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Book 15. 95.
Now Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go to work. Come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to their team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, here's Wilson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Wilson. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Let's go.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
To throw is Wilson, and that is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
On first down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Saints on third down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Three down. Shotgun. Hey, alert 48. Hey, come fight the 48 right now. Let's go. Green lane, solid. Gun. Green lane, cut.
Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Got it.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
To throw on second down, Lawrence. Flushed and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throwing it on third and long. Lawrence. He's going to wind up in air, and that's caught inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
Well, Fred, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Over! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky!
On first and 10, Lawrence. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, Lawrence. And the pressure gets to him again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun!
Operating from the gun. Lawrence on the check down. He finds Kamara. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Lutz's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they rattle off a big one. And even 50 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And Davis has it over the middle. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
I'll go special. Turn it.
Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They come out here in the I. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. As it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. And partner, this